So there's a podcast in South Africa that is in trouble for saying something about colored people. And colored people are pissed. They are pissed at something that was said here. But I want to highlight for them and for people that are gaslighting colored people to say, no, you guys, this is not that big a deal. Like those ones who are saying that, I want to show you why you shouldn't be saying that, particularly about what these guys said. It's a specific thing.
The Coloureds apparently chow each other, Chief.
Siblings.
Yeah, the Coloureds apparently chow each other, Chief.
Siblings.
You don't know?
No, I don't believe that because Coloureds are crazy. Coloureds are crazy.
Crazy
Like,
in a way.
They chow each other, those are
I've dated a Colored, so I can
I've
say
dated
that.
a Colored,
You've
but
dated a Colored.
just know.
So the other lady even says, I can say that because I've dated a colored. Which colored did you date? Okay, you dated one person, and now all of a sudden, you can now say this about an entire community of people because you dated one person. Wow.
They're crazy mentally, but not
No,
to
if you're
that
not
point,
mentally
bro.
crazy, then of course you'd sleep with your cousin.
So she's on 3 points right now. 3 strikes, you're out. In the editing, you just cut that out. You would have just cut that out. It's. But anyways, I want to show you what I wanted to particularly point to. So saying these guys, they have sex with their members, family members, incest, basically. Now, the thing that's concerning about it, for those people that don't get it, there are places where this is a thing. Okay? Follow what I'm saying. Of course, people still look at it and say, whoa, that's disgusting. Why are you doing that? Now, I want to point out one particular community where this is popular. It happens a lot. It's on television shows. But I want you to hear, how do people talk about it whenever it comes up? For example, there was a couple that went on Dr. Phil. And I want to just highlight this story for you.
That love really does burn with 1,000 suns. Straight up, these two clowns are absolute freaks and menace to society, just running around outwardly doing this disgusting stuff with each other. Though I must say, I'm not surprised that a very small minority in the comment section of my last video about these two were perfectly fine with someone dating and f***ing their own first cousin, and felt...
Okay? So, this whole thing of people not just dating, but actually marrying first cousins or cousins, either way. It was a thing there. Now, in the US, amongst the black community, it is known, particularly in areas like Chicago, particularly a region called O Block. It's popular, or it's a thing, that cousins would come to a place where they are enemies to a point of killing each other's kids, shooting each other. Cousins. I'm talking about first cousins and the whole nine hodges. People that grew up together in the same house will come to a place where they choose friends to a point, I'll kill my own cousin. It's a thing there. Amongst the black community on Dr. Phil. And thinking. Now, about that same community, redneck community, there was even a guy who made a comment and he got blasted on social media over this very same thing.
Any issues with dating your cousin, as long as she's your first cousin, because you got to keep it in the blood.
That makes it even worse since you're dating your first cousin. Most of y'all need to seek help.
So, you see, it's a thing over there. Let me show you. To a point where there's even a guy, actually not even one, in a lot of cowboy songs, country songs, you know, like village country, you'll hear these comments about people dating their cousins or having their first kiss was from their cousin. Because, I don't know, they don't grow in a big enough community or what is it. But it's a thing over there. Note what I'm trying to point out. There was even a guy who actually even appeared on the it's Jimmy Fallon, what am I saying? And he had written a portion of a song that he performed in one of his shows concerning that.
Songs that aren't even released.
Yeah, no. Sometimes I've actually got a guitar here. Sometimes it's really a great it's a great test ground. It's a great way to try out material. I wrote one recently that's about that first romance. You remember yours? First love.
Sure,
I bet it's a similar story to mine. First date.
So that's the joke. The joke is so they make jokes about it because it's a thing. You get jokes about it. What does the song say?
First kiss, first taste of loving. You were my first cousin.
Okay? You get it. It's a thing. The people just find themselves dating their cousins. It's like a thing. So they even make jokes about it.
Cousins that are married, Bobby and Bobby Sue, they've had 9 children, and they recently went to the doctor to get fixed. Bobby wanted to get fixed, and the doctor said, well, why after 9 children do you want to get fixed? Well, he said he read in a recent article that 1 out of every 10 children is born a Mexican. So they don't want to take a chance of having a Mexican because they don't know how to speak Spanish.
You get the joke. I'm not going to take it. But basically what they mean is there's the statistics that so many kids, you can have so many kids, and it might actually introduce disabilities and stuff like that and all that kind of stuff. So it's a joke. You get the joke. But it's a thing there. So if you say that, people get the joke. They get what you are saying. They get what we are trying to imply. So I'm showing you these clips so that you can understand the gravity of them saying that. Because there are places where that stuff is normalized.
The Coloureds apparently chow each other, Chief.
Siblings.
You don't know.
No, but I believe that because Coloureds are crazy. Coloureds are crazy.
Crazy in what way?
They chow each other, those are
I've dated a Colored, so I can
I've
say
dated
that.
a Colored,
You've
but
dated a Colored.
I just know
I've
they're
dated a
crazy
crazy
mentally, but not to
If
that
you're
point,
mentally
bro.
crazy, then of course you'd sleep with your cousin.
Okay.
So, even the other lady, she wasn't making it better, the lady in the pink, because she says, and even Gaten Mackenzie came up and is like, we can sue y'all guys, we can take you to court, and all that. And that's not one person who said that. There's a lot of people that have actually said that. Oh yeah, by the way, y'all be dating kids over there, or y'all be marrying kids over there. There are communities where that's a thing. And it's not even just small communities, it's that there are small groups where that's a thing. Like you've seen with these viral videos that go about, or these viral clips and pictures of people getting married to kids in the Shembe church or whatnot. You've seen that. It's a thing over there. The Mandams be getting married to teens and stuff. You've seen it in certain Arabian cultures where they do that, but you can't say that about all Arab countries, right? Do that. If you were to say that about Zulu people, it would be an insult. But then if you say that about the Shembe Church, you would have instances where it goes viral concerning that. It's like making a joke about IPC people getting married to more than three women. It's a thing over there. Because they believe in that whole thing of what. They make it They're like, oh yeah, that's what we need to do. The Bible is telling you of a terrible time where people will do that. They're like, oh yeah, we prescribe that. It's not raw here. It's that there are places where these things are there. There are places where I'm not talking about the madness thing. I don't know what they're talking about there. I'm talking about that particular claim that they're doing this because there are places where you see people. They don't need to be crazy to do that. There are people that are doing that well right in their mind. They even argue it. There are communities where that's a thing. So for people that are over there, gaslighting them and saying, oh no, yeah, it's not a big deal. No, there's TV shows that show you these things. People that are married to their first cousins and having issues. Country music, you can go and just go right now and look at songs that actually have that reference. You know, cartoons that have made fun of this particular whole thing of people getting married to like family members. It's a thing. When you can't even compile in it's not a thing there. It's not a thing. And so mostly when things like this get said, it's because there is something like that, like, oh yeah, no, you know, like one of these old Shembe guys getting married to teenagers. It's a thing there, where you have communities within the Shembe church where they do that. So you're not speaking ill of it because it's there. What you're saying, where have you seen that? So for the people, just so that people can understand. So for the people that are kind of like just dismissing it and saying, no, they were just joking around. How joke around about every kind of thing and make all kinds of comments. They're stating that as if it's something that's really there. Okay, it's a joke, we'll pass. But there must be something. You can't say something like that when there's nothing that actually sides with what you're saying. So just for people, this video, just for people that are making it seem like, oh no, it's not a thing. Why are people so offended? When you say something like that, where it's true of certain groups of people, you gotta be careful. And why did they even think to put that in there? I wanted to show you where that stuff is said, and it appears as a joke because it is a thing within those communities. So when you make a joke about things like that, like for instance, Mashabela once made a joke about that. You know, nowadays people go out there, they go and get alipirimi. It's like this herbal thing that they poison people with. Because it's a thing there. Understand why they are pissed off. It's because those type of things that you're saying, there's absolutely no trace that you can thingy out of it. Think about it a little bit more. It's Ricky, we're done here.